EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go on Monday night primetime. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of...
Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First off, well, listen, it goes to the defense. That really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now to kick this away. Here's Agnew on the return. Jukes the defender. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. Start the drive. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical. Nobody wants a 3 and out.
And once again, he does it in 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Penix on 3rd down. His back, it's Robinson, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Running on that return. He gets out past the 35.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now, first down, Allen. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Now run by Cook. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Allen on third down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run it with Cook. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Allen fires out wide, complete. He breaks the tackle. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. Hasn't followed that play from the start, and ended it with a loss.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fast now to kick this away. Here's Agnew on the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, ball's going to come to you. Ball's going to come to you every single pitch. Ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Now Allen off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Here's Cook. across the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Allen on 3rd and 2. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 20-zip lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Up to the races, middle of the field. 30 into the red zone. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and that play shows exactly why. However unlikely it might be, there's always a chance they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race all the way down the field.
And you really got to give a ton of credit to everybody on the special teams there. It all starts with making that block, but then the alertness, the awareness to transition quickly to set up the return. That is a job well done.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Bills. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down, it's Penix. It's his running back. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
1st and 10, around Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 46. Completed to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Penix off the play action. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Trying to run in, Algier. Well, so much for finishing switching things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Penix working from the gun. He completes it in traffic.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Allen now on 1st down. Drops it off to Cook. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Another one for Cook. And this one had no chance, hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. On now is a local product. Played his high school ball at Norcross. Jake Camarda to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Finds a man, right side. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47, 3rd down coming up.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down give to Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Falcons.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You've got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So it's second down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Round 80! 56, 56!
Allen on third down. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Again, Allen to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So second down coming up. To the air again, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. It's Allen out of the pistol. Pressure coming, and they take him down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Back to throw it. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touch. back. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Here's a screen for Cook. That screen snipped out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense
in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills throw the lead coming out of halftime. Now, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Pass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. So that brings up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's Algier on 1st down. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Penix looking to pass. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Couldn't find a completion on first down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That one's complete, right side. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down and goal to go.
Panics on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
The Falcons will line up.
He's throwing for it! And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Bills 27, Falcons 10. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Strong with the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, and a massive sack at first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
He puts everything behind this one. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Allen's pass.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. Keeps it moving. He could do it. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
Falcons 17. Bradley Pinion set to kick
That
off.
lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Strong with the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Round 80.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 24. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Cook trying this one up the gut. Takes out a one-stop. And will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Running for the marker on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
They say that football is cyclical, that everything comes back at some point. I hope fullbacks do, because this guy just showed you they can be incredibly valuable.
Short pass brought in, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Again, it's Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with third and goal. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix here from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, Penix. Completed to his running back. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Penix on first down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Penix yet again. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Penix now to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
This is Cook on the handoff. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
319.
Now it's Cook.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's back to throw. God, man, that's Kincaid. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's a give to Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
When those springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used to set up play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Cook. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
The throw is caught. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Cook. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he
intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Billy Bowman. They will have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Pass now to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Penix now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for our Falcons. 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Penix. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And it sets up 2nd down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Again, Penix to the air. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons need to score quickly. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Try and push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix is going to throw again. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Looking to throw it. And once again, they can't connect. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. He'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road.